Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. This reading is for Saturday, February 18th. This is just going to be a quick one. The sun is moving into Pisces, and I don't know what time because it doesn't say on the ephemeris, but I know it's Saturday, the 18th of February, so here we are. I'm just going to do a quickie reading because, again, I feel so much synchronistic energy floating around. I think of something and then I read it or someone says it. It's really weird. So I thought I would just do a real quick reading to see what the sun in Pisces, how that's going to affect us. And this, again, this is just a quick reading. I'll do another one for the new moon in Pisces, which is like tomorrow night, I think. We have the sun just moving into the beginning of Pisces. We have Venus like at 24 degrees Pisces or something. So towards the end, no, actually, I'm sorry. Venus is at the end of Pisces because she's moving into Aries in a couple days on the 20th. So that's 2 days from now, Monday. And Neptune is like at 24 degrees in Pisces. So we have three major players in Pisces: Neptune, the sun, and Venus. So this should, to me, feel like really dreamy energy, and it doesn't. And that's why I'm so confused, because I'm thinking, why do I feel so jittery and like not settled? And perhaps it's because we're having a huge environmental disaster here in the U.S. with the train wreck in Ohio. I don't know. Nobody's taking responsibility as usual. Anyway, I won't go on about that, but that's pretty sickening is what it is. So I decided to draw fairy cards, even though they can be tricky, because the sun moving into Pisces is tricky. Pisces is tricky energy, and it's ruled by Neptune, the god of the sea. And my favorite astrologer, Liz Green, and there's an E at the end of Green, she said that she thinks that the ruler of Pisces and actually the ocean itself is female energy, which makes sense because all of the water signs in the zodiac, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, they're all feminine signs. And I forget if I always get Babylonian and Sumerian mythology mixed up. But I think her name was Tiamat, T''Iamat. Anyway, she was the goddess of the sea, and all life comes out of the sea. So kind of makes sense to me that it would be a feminine energy. But we got Neptune, so whatever. We don't know what clothes he wears when he's at home or what he does when no one's. I'm sorry. I just transgendered Neptune for us all, so hope that's okay with everybody. So anyway, this is not the reading I expected, to be honest with you. These cards, they're always surprising. So I drew the Lord of the Forest, which is interesting because this is definitely earth energy. This is the masculine energy, and this is strength. And this means to step up and take your authority, like do something, which is generally not Neptunian or Piscean energy. That's more about the imagining. But this is telling us, to, if you have a dream, do it. Like, just do it. Maybe that's because Saturn's in Aquarius, which it co-rules with Uranus, and Uranus is in an earth sign, Taurus. I don't know, but it's telling us to act. I was not expecting that. And this is the rocks, okay? And I don't know if that's a play on the term rex, which means king in Latin, I think. Or if maybe in another language the leader is called rocks. I've never heard that. But this is someone who is very manipulative with their authority. So watch out. And I think it's really interesting he's holding a trident, which of course is Neptune's, the thing he holds as he's floating through the ocean. Anyway, this is someone who manipulates you and says, "Oh, I can't do it myself. Would you do it for me?" And he's used to bossing his servants around. So watch out for someone, and notice all the water that's floating. This is very watery energy, and there's kind of like I don't know what kind of a tail that is, but it looks kind of fishy. I don't mean like weird. I mean like a fish, or this looks like very Neptunian to me. So watch out for someone who's going to give you a sob story or a sad luck story and try to manipulate you. And then we get the Queen of Passage. And this is beautiful. This is really beautiful energy. I believe that's a kestrel, which is kind of like a hawk, I think. And she's got, I believe, a pomegranate in her hand with the new moon. Interesting, new moon in her hand on the pomegranate, on the fruit. And as I said, in 2 days we're going to have a new moon in Pisces to join, you know, all the other stuff in Pisces. So we're going to have 4 players in Pisces in a couple days rather than just 3 as we have now. In fact, you know what? Let me read you, because the book says it so much better than I do about the Queen of Passage. And remember our reading, I believe I did one, wasn't it, this last night? And it said surrender. Okay, she is surrender, transition, and trust. Okay, let's see. This is kind of long, but it says all things change, all situations move from one phase into another. Sometimes those transitions are difficult. Letting go and moving on, whether to a new life, a new love, or perhaps just a new phase of a current relationship, can be painful, but the Queen of Passage is there to help with those transitions. She looks ahead with the keen sight of the kestrel and can see the future with the wisdom of the raven. Oh, okay. Oh, there's the raven right there with the flames around his neck. I missed him. And yes, she's holding a pomegranate, a sign of fertility. There is growth in the future. There is a way ahead. The darkness comes as you step from one state to another. Maybe that's what I'm feeling, because we're moving into a new energy here. The moment of passage between the past and future, between the worlds themselves, is a moment of surrender. Trust this great queen to be your guide. Listen to what she has to tell you, and then take that step. She will be by your side in the moment you move out of the past and into the future. Okay, that's really interesting. I like that. I like that. I shouldn't mess with these probably tonight. I'm just going to draw. I was going to draw an oracle card, but you know what? I don't. Oh, there they are. Well, I've already got an archetype cards in my hand, so just for the heck of it. And again, I don't have a book for these, so I just got to fly by the seat of my pants. We get the flame. We get the flame. To me, this represents loyalty and eternity. There's always that flame inside us, even when we don't feel any desire, even when we feel like giving up, even when everything seems dark. There's always the flame that is lit inside us. And this, every time I see this card, and I've only drawn it like once before, it reminds me of that song called The Flame by the band Cheap Trick. Look it up. It's a beautiful song. So yeah, this is reminding us that even though, you know, I really do feel like the energy feels very difficult right now. So if you're feeling that as well, just know that the flame has not gone out, and we have someone that is by our side to help guide us, and that we are moving from one energy into another, and it's going to be okay. Transitions are always difficult. Okay, I just wanted to do this, and I will post again on the new moon, hopefully, in a couple days. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you in a few days. Thank you. Bye-bye.